Yeah, we know a lot about Duck Hunt. I mean, you guys are Duck Hunt. It's Duck Hunt Duo over the pond.
True.
Yeah, you got to remember that third word. But
yeah, I forget you guys have a Duck Hunt Duo over here. It's like just Duck Hunt in America.
Did you know it's Duck Hunt Trio in Japan?
Why? What's the third?
The hit markers on the screen, the player is the kid with the NES zapper shooting the screen.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, is it like a gunman like the Thruple or something like that? Like, what's going on here? All right.
Kid behind the screen.
That's fine, that's fine. So we get a quick dash attack, and it looks like Tarik is already well-versed in how to deal with the advantage states that have been given to him by the success he gets in neutral.
No way.
Was that buffered air dodge?
I don't know, but like, I get it. You're on main stage, the nerves can kick in, but you can't afford to drop another thing like that.
Yeah, no, and not against Tarik. I mean, he does not need you to give him that stock, honestly. You've got to be fighting for every inch that you get against this guy. The frame one can still coming in to throw a wrench in it. We are able to get some get-off-me tools, at least in this short term.
Yeah, Tarik going deep to try and counter that recovery, and just about managed to scoop it up right at the end. That's another kill. That's a second one on the board. Really rough start to a set, because here's the scary thing for me, Nerf. When a game's going like this, there isn't even that much angle to kind of like gain knowledge from, right?
Right. Yeah, that's true. After the first SD, like, you don't have a whole lot of time to download right now, and you're going to need every second you get.
You definitely are. The shot put, the discus comes out, doesn't really find much HUD. Does dominate a bit of the stage though. I like these pokes at the normals as well. You know for a fact you've got like far-reaching, snappy normals you can control space with and try and reset Tarik to further away on the stage. But Tarik is more than happy to play your game.
That's true, but Tarik's still also forgetting about things like the active nature of the clay pigeon hit. Got to be extremely cautious here, because even if it bounces off on the shield or something like that, you're not out of harm's way just yet.
Duckman's just a weird character to try and play around. You've got to be always aware of the can, the gunman. Like that, you have to be aware of where it's coming, what it's going to, and the exact ways that the Duck Hunt player can control it.
Okay, but we see a pop-up into a situation where, okay, the tech roll out is just giving you enough time to shield that up smash out. I think Tarik probably held onto it for a little too long, but we're going to go all the way down there with a big call out in the down air. Obviously, yeah, there's a lot of stuff he could do here. The water wall pushing you up in perfect range for him to find the follow-up. It's just textbook stuff for Tarik. Another day at the office.
An absolutely rapid game one. I believe that's the direct run back that I saw. So we're going to be rocketing straight into game two, keeping that pressure up. Brhu, obviously, hoping to get a bit more zhuzh out of the next game. And I believe that the option's there. There were multiple times that I feel like there were just clear moments that it was like, Tarik doesn't know. Like, there were times where he would be chasing off stage and then the cam would intercept at certain angles. Brhu would pop it up in a way that Tarik seemingly wasn't ready for. So there are angles that this could work. We just need to see Brhu play, like, almost more, like, I don't want to say defensive, but letting Tarik in less.
Yeah, and of course, like, Brhu making a lot of upsets to get here right now with seed 132 in this run. And it feels like going up against seed 4 is like David and Goliath, but that doesn't mean we all know how that story ended. And Brhu, if we find the right situations, we might find ourselves in an advantageous position, but off stage, feels like Tarik has pressure for days.
It really does. There's that down smash. It does do a little bit of damage, a bit of pressure to Tarik. Toss back towards the can, doesn't pop up in time. Can is ready to rock this time, but the ward stroke could intercept. Tarik makes it back.
I mean, this is one of those characters that has a lot of tricks up the sleeve, a lot of tricks in the book, but for someone like Tarik, who's an incredibly strong player, a lot of those tricks only work once or twice, and that's the dangerous part, because Brhu has to be very cautious about reusing a lot of the same tricks and setups and traps.
Ooh, I like the grab, the throw there. Brhu deep off stage. Tarik tries to intercept, but Brhu knows they can cover. That up air is so active, it sends so far away. Tarik's chance to try and get a little bit of something.
Yeah, mixes up the angle on the counter, which is crazy. I love to see how he reacts to the pop-ups, especially in stuff like that, where there's like a near trade happening. But we got the can. He's playing well enough. We just have to see him pressure Tarik to a point where Tarik feels like he has to go in unnecessarily. And I feel like he went in there, but he found his mark, so we can't fault him for it.
The gunman, but it doesn't matter. Knocked away, battered to pieces, and Brhu resets the middle of the stage, but it doesn't have can up, doesn't have gunman in a safe angle where they can toss it out. This is the thing. Tarik's Greninja has such great ground speed and mobility that the moment Brhu commits to an option that has a bit more of like a laggier approach, like tossing out gunman, Tarik then knows what the option is and can work around it easily.
Right, and of course the horizontal gameplay against the can has been so good. Obviously the projectiles were working out for Tarik, using Shuriken very effectively, charging and uncharging it to just send Can back and make sure that it's not an approach tool, something that Brhu can bring home with him. Unfortunately, that also means that Brhu is kind of like giving, I think, too many freebies to Tarik.
Yeah, it does feel that way a little bit. To me, it feels like there's a lot of pressure. You've obviously made a massive upset to be here, to playing this seed differential to again make it into top cut tomorrow.
Yeah.
This is winners quarters. Brew's been playing out of their mind just to reach this point. You are either coming off hot of like winning a really hard set, so the nerves are there, or you've been sitting out for ages, so you've had time to reflect on it, and maybe it's gotten to you a little bit. And you're on big main stage for the first time. There's a lot of factors working against him here, but I want to see a good game from Brhu where we can really see them as a tour of force.
Yeah, I want to see this potential unlock. Like, we're having a lot of the set play and like the traps being set up, but I just need to see something connect here. And unfortunately, the only things connecting are the setups that Tarik is building himself. We don't get the kill with that up smash, but we just rinse and repeat, set up for another offstage situation and another air dodge up, and it's not enough to get you the magnet hands you need. Tarik takes another one to the bank.
Yeah, definitely. Tarik in such a comfortable spot. Brhu finally starting to rack on some damage. That Discus doing a bit of the work. Can as well. Really good frame one option. Can bust you out of options the moment that you think Tarik's going to be trying something that isn't 100% invincible.
Right.
Brhu, deep off the side of the stage, and Tarik's not going to overextend here. Trying to make this game a quick one. Trying to keep Brhu in that disadvantaged spot. A bit more pressure.
Off stage, we've seen how dangerous this pressure is. Thankfully, the air dodge up was just enough for Brhu to grab ledge this time. And now we're getting, okay, I like it. Pigeon there is getting the setup. And okay, Tarik's got a freebie of his own. We'll take it. The crowd comes alive. All the Brhu fans coming in to say, yeah, that's right. Tarik can make mistakes too.
I love the chant as well as is that chanting Brhu's tag like it's the Duck Hunt dog. That's great if that is.
That's funny.
But here we go. Finally, it looks doable as the crowd, I think, feels, but it's still a mountain to climb. Tarik is so far ahead and is so happy to chase you to Kingdom Come.
Yeah, but Tarik also making a couple mistakes here now, missing out on some of these drag down opportunities. That's 0 for 2 now, and we can see him trying to look for more off stage, but yeah, the character is just not working with him right now. But we finally get another drag down, and then he pops himself back up on the platform, so losing another opportunity, and this is Bru's chance to make up a difference.
Yeah, try as he will. Tarik, though, is always going to be there to follow up on any opportunity. Brhu deep off stage, and there's the triple hit back air for a very swift finish from Tarik. A great show, though. Keep in mind, again, as I said earlier, Brhu has obviously made upset after upset to be here. You saw that seat differential.
True.
He's worked to be here.
Right, and this is winner's side. Like, Brhu definitely has the potential to make it back through losers and get a couple more upsets on his way. Unfortunately, Tarik was just able to kind of smother. You force out these options, and you're slippery enough as Greninja where you can just avoid and counter, avoid and re-engage whenever you feel like it. There was that SD for Tarik, but yeah, I feel like all those mistakes on like the follow-ups aside, like looking for some drag downs, unable to get too much, he was persistent. He was looking for more, and he didn't give up the ghost. He was still going for it. So gotta hand it to Tarik. He's still going to show his strength in this set, and we'll have to see what Bru's losers run looks like after this.
Yeah. Now I do believe, unless we stand corrected, that'll do us for Pool D, I think. There's still more action to come today. There's Cruise, I believe. I think there might be something else, or it might just be Cruise, but there is still more to come. So, we've got to wrap up, but I'm happy to take a little bit of time. My first thing to you, Nerf, is we watched a lot of sets today. A lot of them have been really fun. Who are you watching going into tomorrow, into that top cut of Regen 2020?
From the people that we saw or in general?
Ooh, give me both. Tell me both.
So for all the players that we saw, I kind of want to see what Rage does. Obviously, we have like another Bayonetta kind of like using the forefront. I would love to see Phage, like the hero was making some waves. So I do like to see it. So Phage would probably be, actually, yeah, I'd say Phage or Rage probably would be my 2 picks. But in general, I think this is Gluto's weekend.
Ooh, okay. You're locked in on Gluto.
I'm definitely locked in on Gluto. I think that he's been away a little bit. He didn't get the Supernova debut feud that we all kind of wanted to see, but he's returning, and this is his stomping ground, essentially. Even though it is the UK, he definitely has shown that he is more than willing to go toe-to-toe with the best of them and come out on top.
Cool.
What about you?
Yeah, I'll go for it as well. In terms of who we watched, I'm a big Nobody fan. Like,
cool.
I wanted to make the French feel like they were getting one over on me. I was about it. I think it was really cool. I like seeing Little Mac do well. It was fun. So that. And then in terms of the bracket in general, I will rival your Gluto and I will raise you Bloom forever because I feel like I have to.
That's UK bias.
I'm sure the UK crowd agrees. It's not UK bias.
Well, they're all, there's a lot of them here, okay? Just because you have the power of numbers.
I'm just saying the majority of the venue would agree with me, so that makes me right. But I'll also say, on a more personal note, there's a player from Pool A called Hollow. Good friend of mine has gone undefeated through into day 1, into day 2. Nice. So is on a bit of a really good run. Banjo player, I love that. I want to see that tomorrow. I would love that tomorrow. So there are picks. I think this is definitely so far one of the greatest events that Smash UK's ever put on, if not the. And I am so excited to see how it finishes.
Yeah, absolutely. The event has been amazing. If you didn't come out and you're watching from home, maybe you should think about coming to Regen next year, or at least Invasion, should there be another one. Like, we're hoping to see more people from all over come to the UK and make another major happen. We've already seen some insane upsets, and the production value has been on another level. You can already see, like, how much energy there is in this venue. It's been an immaculate time, so I'm very blessed to be here. I'm really glad I got to cast with you, Dalek. So
it's been so great.
A great block, and of course, we will hopefully see you on the other side. Make sure to support the rest of the event and all the casters to come with it.
Hell yeah. See you soon at the crew battle, I believe. See you then.